bad or close? Was it bad or close? No, I'm talking Mr. Martin. Oh, what? That first game, Nike making Nike to the law. Making.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the score was.
Oh, you talking about yesterday's game? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got their butt kicked. But they still was over there. I thought you were talking about this morning game at Arch. They played the Arch this morning.
Yeah, they lost it.
Oh, today, this morning. I got you. So they went to the field.
They was in the goal bracket.
Yeah. No, they didn't win two.
They won two.
Yeah. Yeah, they made it to the bracket in the goal bracket. Did I give you mine? I like that. First, you don't see first? That's what I was working hard to get. Oh, I couldn't have nobody else. I'm sorry. Now I got Jarrell. How about that? How about that? It's a little crooked, but can I see? Okay. They can? This is off.
We got an audio confirmation.
Okay. Come on, y'all, help me out. Can I see first? What about first? I can see Devontae, but doggone.
I had to go back where you were.
Because I ain't had no first.
Oh, you didn't have no first?
Well, I was lower. How about that? If I can get Jarrell over there so I can see Jarrell. Okay, watch Jarrell. You see Jarrell?
Oh, yeah, I forgot it.
Yeah. Fine, man. How about that? That good? Y'all see Jarrell? Y'all see Jarrell? All righty. Well, good early evening, baseball fans. Welcome to the Covington Reds 16U championship game against the Mansfield Mad Dawgz. We got Josh Brown back on the mound for us today. This is the championship game. Josh Brown's first pitch is right down the middle. And he'll start off here in the count 0-1. Beautiful evening, sun's going down. Great weather here for a championship game. Josh Brown. Oh, the batter smacks one down to first base. We got a little issue there because Devontae has to run out there from right field, but he tosses it in. And first batter will get himself a double as ball was hit down to first base. Jarrell had a great opportunity to make the play. It just went right past him. And now they're going to have a man on second base as they start off with a double. Yeah, that's in there because it's his one. Yeah. I don't know if they called it. Y'all giving him an air on that? Yep, air. You absolutely right. All right, second batter of the inning. They're trying to play a little small ball here as the ball is tapped over left. Josh Brown comes off the plate, throws it over to Jarrell. Jarrell makes the catch. Their runner moves to third place, but we do have our first out of the inning.
Good job, Micah. All right, you got to get me in here. Let's go, right? There you go, two-way.
So one out here in the top of the first. They got a runner on third base. As he get a double, and he was moved over by the last batter. As they played a little bit of small ball to try to move the runners around. Did a good job with that. But now Josh Brown's back working on the batter. First pitch of it at bat goes low and in the dirt. And he starts off behind 0-1. pitch. Ooh, that was a nice little pitch. I'm sorry, I don't know what. It's like the umpire was sitting underneath the strike zone, so that's going to take the count even at 1-1 here in the top of the first inning. Pitch again. That was a strike. That caught the outside corner, so Josh wasting no time getting that ball down the pipe, and he finds himself ahead in the count 1-2. Man, they're going third base here. No score here in the top of the first. The pitch swung down that was out of Cam's reach, and they're going to get the first score of the game. Hits a line drive down the third base line.
All right, Ronald, let's go.
So the Mansfield Mad Dawgz hit the scoreboard first. They lead the contest 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. It's going to be a very highly intense game. Played at a high level. Josh Brown back in the play. He gets a nice little change up there, gets the bottom of the swing, and now he starts off ahead in the count on 1. And on first base, took a nice little lead, but decided to go back to first base. Batter steps out, gets his instructions from his coach, steps back in. Josh is looking directly down the pipe. He's ready to deliver, and he does. Swinging a miss there by the batter. And now the count is 0-2 for Josh. Jumps ahead of the batter, 0-2 here with the man on first base. They lead the scoreboard right now by the count of 1-0. Good start here from the Mad Dawgz as they come out swinging as the batter calls time, steps in. Josh says, "You ready? I'm ready." Ooh, that one hits down low, and that's going to be considered a ball here.
Wait for it.
That count goes to 1-2. He decided to throw one low, see if he can get the batter to throw a ball, or see if he can go for a low outside pitch. Now the coach is basically having an issue with the fast pitch now. If he's set and he's ready to go, batter steps in the batter's box. It's time to go, y'all. So coach basically just wants to confirm with the umpire. Umpire said it's all good, so we go back to work. And swinging and missing. So Josh said, "Hey, you step in that batter's box, you got to swing that bat, baby." And that's our second out of the inning. So 2 outs here. Top of the first inning, they did score 1 after a double by the kid. Josh comes back in. Josh wasting no time with delivering the pitch. He starts off behind the count 1-0. Runner on first base. Josh throws it over there to him. Terrell catches it. Just to keep the runner honest over there, what Josh decided to do, and he goes back to work on the batter. And the pitch swung in the foul tip. And that'll take the count right here. And that'll keep the foul tip. That'll keep the count take the count to 1-1 here. So, anticipation for this championship game. Two teams that kind of know each other a little bit. And Mansfield not real happy with as Josh gets the batter to swing and miss it, that one, he'll take the count to 1-2. So one more strike, and Josh is going to try to get us out of the inning, but it's 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that'll be the end of it. Ain't no need to run. The base was covered, so I'm not sure why they wanted to run, but we just drop it down there. No. Oh, gotcha. But it was covered up. Oh, okay. It was occupied. Right. Yeah. If you don't, I know we just did it just to be happy or whatever. Yeah. Right. Like, what you doing, man? All right, so Mansfield Mad Dawgz jumped on the scoreboard first, and they lead the contest 1-0 here, heading into the bottom of the first. Great job by Josh Brown as far as his pitching status. So they're going to come with that. Their top playing tour. It's going to be a good matchup for all three. So when we come into the base, we're going to start off with Jay. Now Jay Copeland, number 6, going to be the lead off, followed by number 10, Gabe. All right, thanks for the the viewer that sent in that he can barely hear us or she could barely hear us, let us know now if it's a lot clearer. Hey, Jeff, let us know if you can hear us loud and clear now. All right, Big Jeff, we're about to make it happen here at the ballpark. Definitely reaching out to you. Want to make sure that you have a chance to watch everything clean and clear because we know you want to watch your squad do their thing. All right, so they come in with their flamethrower. It should be a great, great challenge here for our Covington Reds as Jay Colbert steps into the batter's box as our number one batter. Once again, Gabriel White sits on deck. And the first pitch. Swung on and hit down the third base line. He catches the ball, tosses it over to first base with a looping throw, and they'll get the first out of the inning. So J-Man did put the ball in play. Unfortunately, the third baseman caught it and gets us out at first base. So that's one out here for our Covington Reds here in the bottom of the first. So was that? All right, folks. So yes, the ball first pitch here to Gabriel White. Second batter of the inning goes low and inside, bounces to the backstop, and Gabe starts off ahead in the count 1-0. Bottom of the first, Mad Dawgz lead the scoreboard 1-0. Another pitch that goes fast and inside. Gabe's a little bit late on that one. Evens up the count at 1-1. Kirk Campbell sits on deck. That's high and inside. Gabe watches that one go by, and the count goes to 2-1. Pitcher revs back. Gabe is ready for the ball and the pitch. That's another. Oh, that was inside corner. I can see Gabe watching that one, but hey, got to put that swing on that bat here, try to put it in play. So the count is 2-2 here, one out here in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch. Swung on and popped back over, so Gabe was real patient on that one. He changed it up on him. I almost caught him sleeping, but he did foul it off at the last second. Count will stay even at 2-2 here with one out in the bottom of the first inning. Once again, the Mad Dawgz started off real quick and got on the scoreboard first, and they lead the contest 1-0. Counts 2-2. Gabe's trying to battle his way into staying in this count, and the pitch. That's outside. Count goes to 3-2 full here on Gabriel. Definitely want to see if we can get him on base one way or another to get this inning really started off for our Covington Reds. And the pitch. That was ball 4. What you got? All right, folks, that was ball. That was outside and Gabe a jump on his base. So we had the count a little bit off. I'm not quite sure how I got off. I'm not real sure because if it. Okay. Well, either way, Gabe gets on base. That's our first base runner of the inning. Kirk Campbell steps in the batter's box. Gabriel White sits on first base. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. We trail on the scoreboard 1-0 to the Mansfield Mad Dawgz. And he try to pitch fast again. I guess he's going to pull his best Josh Brown imitation, but that one goes inside and that's low. First pitch is a ball, and the count is 1-0. Kurt finds himself ahead. The pitch, that's outside. Great stop there by the catcher as he stops that ball from hitting the fence because we definitely know Gabe would have boogied on down to second base. So Kurt got himself in a good position. He's ahead in the count 2-0. And the pitch. That one's outside as well. So Kurt is well ahead in this count, 3-0. No strikes on Kurt. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Once again, Mansfield Mad Dawgz started off real fast here and got the first one on the inning. Gabe dives back here. Kind of caught him sleeping a little bit. Caught him sleeping over there. Not too many people laughing but me, but he get caught sleeping. Coach Tay is not going to be happy. Count is 3-0. This is the take pitch. And that's low and outside, and Kurt's on back. What am I missing? All right, so once again, we get another walk here. So now we got men on first and second base. Our fourth batter of the inning comes up. It'll be Cameron Scott coming to the plate with Devontae Hardiman sitting on deck. We do have a pinch runner here for Kirk Campbell. He's catching for us today, and that'll be That's Chris Ross. Chris Ross will be taking Kurt's place over there on first base. So now we got two fast runners there in position, first and second. Great opportunity to get that run back that we gave up in the first inning as the catcher takes his time, runs out and talks to the pitcher to see if they can get on the same page. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We've been broadcasting on YouTube. This is the championship game of the silver bracket. We've had a great day of baseball. The sun's going down, so it's feeling a whole lot better. So let's see if our Covington Reds can heat up here and see if we can get some runs across the scoreboard. Cameron Scott steps in the batter's box, and the pitch swung on and fouled back to the net, and that'll take the count to where he's behind in it as 1-0. Devontae Hardiman sits on deck waiting for his opportunity to swing the bat. Pitcher reloads. Gabriel's taking the lead off a second. Chris Ross is on first with a nice little league and the pitch. That's in the dirt. That's going to even up the count here at 1-1. So once again, it's one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Mansfield Mad Dawgz jumped out on us early with one run crossing the plate, and they lead the contest by the score of 1-0. The pitch to Cameron. Oh, that's low and inside. Cam backs up a little bit. He finds himself ahead in the count 2-1. So right now we're trying to load up these bases here with a count of 2-1. And the pitch. As the pitcher looks back towards Gabe, Gabe takes a nice little lead. He's giving him a look up. He takes about 3 looks back to Gabe as the ball's fouled down the third base line. And so now the count is even up here at 2-2. All right, so the count is 2-2 here on Cameron Scott. Once again, we got 2 base runners. One in scoring position, one on first base, which is Chris Ross. All we need is a nice little base hit here from Cameron Scott. See if we can get some motion on the bases. And the pitch. Thrown over to first base, a fake attempt both ways just to try to keep the runners honest. Both runners get back safe and sound. So as Cameron steps back into the batter's box, waiting for his pitch, count being 2-2 with one out here in the bottom of the first inning, and the pitch. Swung on, foul tip. So Cam stays alive here at this at-bat as he fouls one off. Count stays even at 2-2. Again, we're out of Central Gwinnett High School, home of the Black Knights. This is a championship game here in the silver bracket. Both teams come in here with something to prove, and our Covington Reds is trying to get that run back that we gave up in the first inning. Here goes the pitch. That's low and outside. He gets away from the catcher. Both runners boogie over to the second, their respective bases. So now we got 2 men in scoring position, a man on second, a man on third. Count goes full here on Cameron Scott. So he's battled his way into his count. Wild pitch. That was a wild. All right, so man on second and third. Count is full, 3-2 with one out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Swung on, foul tip back, and there goes the count. So direct shot there on the camera. We're going to adjust it real quick so you guys can still see all the action. All right, and here's the pitch after count being full, 3-2 with one out. And the pitch. Oh, that's high, and Cameron Scott gets on base. What we looking at, babe? What we looking at? Turn around. Get rid of that. Chad. Can you see first? Okay. So you said you can't see first, or you can? Yes or no? Okay. You call timeout? Good. Oh, shoot it. He leaves. What is that? Something's on. This is old. Okay, so that's him. That's first. He's on first. Yeah. Ooh.
It wasn't live.
But he was on first, Toast.
But it wasn't live. It could have been like.
I bet y'all he come back on first and we can see him. I bet y'all he can't.
Let me see.
Okay. Okay, watch this. Let me see what you got. $2. I got $2 whole. Yes, it is. All right, so we're back to live action. Devontae Hardeman's at the play here. Timeout by Devontae. He didn't like what he was waiting on. So they're going to take a timeout, so we're going to shift the camera over. I know that's easier said than done. Nobody wants to wear a shot to the ribs, and that's what Devontae said. I'm getting up out of here. All right, so back to live action here. Count is 2-0 here on Devontae. Bases loaded. Bottom of the first, we trail by 1 run, and the pitch. Oh, caught that outside corner, a little bit low, but not too bad by Devontae. And taking that pitch takes the count to 2-1 here with 1 out. I want to thank everybody for watching the live broadcast. Of course, once again, we are broadcasting our Covington Reds live in living color on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying it. Tell somebody that we're broadcasting the championship game live. Count is full. Devontae's in the box. That's low and outside. Catches that corner too. So Devontae watches that one go by, and now the count is even at 2-2. So really good opportunity here for Devontae to put the ball in place so we can get some motion on these bases. Plenty of food out there for Devontae to eat up as the count is 2-2 and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That's low and outside. That misses the play. Not close enough to that play, folks. The pitcher thought he had it, but from where I'm standing, that was a little bit outside. It was definitely not like the same pitches he did, but he did try to hit that corner again. I applaud the pitcher for being able to try to do that. Devontae didn't go for it, and now the count is full. So the largest pitch in the game thus far is about to be delivered. Count's full, and the pitch. Swung. We're going to fix the camera back up to make sure you get all the viewing what you can as Devontae is fighting his way in. Talk to me.
Oh, gonna knock the camera down.
Oh, yeah, we good, though, baby. We good. All right. So don't want to miss any action. Count is full. Hey, big pitch of the game right here. As bases are jacked. And the pitch. Pitcher decides to stare over at the Covington Reds bench. That might be a little rivalry thing brewing. As he got Devontae to swing. That was definitely a ball. Devontae just looked for it.
Just get him on. You got it. Like, one more time, baby. Let's go.
So there's 2 outs here. Bases loaded. Sage Lovelace steps into the batter's box.
Bryce, be ready.
That pitch is high inside.
Close. It's spot.
I don't know what just happened. Okay. All right, so the count is 1-0. Sage is a little bit late on that one as he fouls it down the first base line. And now the count will go even here at 1-1. So once again, this is a big at-bat here for our Covington Reds as we had Devontae up at the plate with a full count. Batter got him to swing at a ball that was well inside. Bases loaded. Pitcher trying to get himself out of it. Swung on and foul tipped back into the catcher. And so now Sage finds himself in a little bit of behind the 8 ball here as he's down in the count 1-2. Once again, Mansfield leading the contest here 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Sage Lovelace is in the place. If we can just get him on base, we got Jarrell Martin sitting on deck. And here comes the pitch. He hits the batter, and that's going to give us our first run of the game. So Sage took one for the team right there, and that'll walk him across the bat. So we even up the score here at 1-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Jarrell Martin loves these situations, so let's see if he can come in and produce like he's done all season long. So now the score is tied here at 1-1. Base is still jacked here. Jarrell Martin steps into the batter's box. We got Tyson Maxey sitting on decks, but this is an ideal situation for Jarrell. Let's see if he can go ahead and do what he does. Swung on, hit down the third base line. Oh, he eats him up in there, but he's smart enough to go and touch the base, and they get out of the jam that they were in, and we do get one run to even up the score. So at the bottom of the first, we're heading to the top of the second. Score tied 1-1 with the Mansfield Mad Dawgz. All right, make our way to the top of the second inning. Josh Brown takes the heel back again, and his first pitch delivered high and above the head, and he'll start off behind the count 1-0. All right, Mr. Maxson, let me know right now if you can still hear me loud and clear. I know we made some adjustments, but we should be able to hear me better. Let me know you can. Swing and a miss there by the batter. Ball's hit foul. Nice little shot there by the batter as he's hit a shot down the third base line, but good for the Covington Reds that the ball went outside the third base line, and that's going to be a foul. So once again, folks, I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me loud and clear. So either Jeff or Mr. Maxey, let me know by typing something in the text message. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. As Josh goes back to work, the pitch right there. Ooh, that was the inside corner. I'm telling you, I don't know where else Josh needs to put that bad boy. That was right there on that corner. So umpire didn't think so, and he calls it a ball. All right, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. And the ball's popped right up over the net. And this batter's trying to definitely battle his way as this a resounding thump there goes when that ball came down. All right, Josh Brown goes back to work in the pitch. Swing on and a miss. Nice pitch by Josh. When I tell you he froze the batter, he absolutely froze the batter. Batter of the inning steps to the plate. We're trying to make sure that first base in there. Actually going down there at first base as Josh Brown goes back to work here. And the pitch, that was in the dirt, low and outside here to start the batter off. And Josh finds himself behind the count 1-0. Scoreboard is tied at 1-1. Pitch, and he gets the batter to swing. So Josh does what he does and makes the batter look like it's one pitch, and it ends up another pitch, evens up the count here at 1-1. At 1-1 with one out here in the top of the second inning. So Josh Brown is in his bag right now. And he delivers the pitch. Swung on and missed. So big cut there by the batter. And Josh gets him to swing and mix. And so now the count goes to 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on, foul tip back to the net. Stays in place. So the batter's fighting his way into the at-bat. And the count will stay at 1-2. And the pitch swung on, foul tip, so he's battling his way. That one was a little bit outside, but he reached his bat out there and was able to tag it late, and it falls back in the on the net. Josh Brown goes back to work. Okay, and I think Rail wasn't ready, but Josh said, I'm ready. Y'all ready? Let's go. So now Jarrell's ready. Josh is ready, and here comes the pitch. That's high and inside. And the count goes to 2-2. And the pitch. That was high and inside as well. So now the count is full here on the batter. 3-2 here, one out in the top of the second. Score once again is tied at 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. So Josh Brown doing what he wants to do here on this mound as he gets another batter to swing and miss. And now we have two outs here in the in the top of the second. As the Covington Reds faithful, pretty happy with the way Josh Brown is pitching this ball game. And now Josh Brown goes back to work, and the pitch, swing on, no swing. Josh freezes him, and the count starts off with a count of 0-1. So Josh jumps ahead in the count, and the pitch. Swore right there again. So Josh got some nasty stuff coming today as that pitch goes to 0-2. He's ahead of the batter. Could this be strike three? Oh, foul down the third base line. And that'll keep the count at 0-2. So the batter doesn't want to go out like that. He swings and sticks it down the third base line. Two outs here in the top of the second inning. Josh Brown. So the pitcher's the umpire is trying to slow Josh down. That's probably the only thing that's going to slow him down right now as he delivers the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's it. That's strike three. And 1-2-3 inning for Mr. Josh Brown, and we'll get a chance to go in the dugout and come out and swing the sticks once again. So once again, folks, starting off as a great game so far as the count is even on the scoreboard, 1-1. Great job. Ryland did his job. Encouraged to throw to second, and we was able to steal in with J-Man. So we had another run to the scoreboard, and now we lead the count 4-1. So Ryland does his job, and we increase our lead by 3. Okay, got the camera stuff all together. We are back in business. We just had a uh, bait and steal run there down to second base. Riley came in to sub out Kurt. He went to second. They threw the ball to second, and J-Man came home. That ball is high. Count goes full here at 3-2. We lead on the scoreboard 4-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Swung and missed, so Cam. Huh? Test, 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 test. We want to make sure if you're out there, you can hear us. We did get the camera right. We want to make sure that the microphone is working good as well. All right, testing, testing. We want to make sure we got the audio back. All right, so doing another sound check. Sound. Testing, testing, testing. We're doing a sound check. All right, as we make our way to the top of the third inning, our Covington Reds on the scoreboard lead 4-1 over the Mansfield Mad Dogs. Josh Brown goes back to work, and his first pitch is wide and outside, and he basically wanted to hit me with some dirt, I want to say. I'll talk to Josh about that after the game as he falls behind the count 1-0. And low and outside, so Josh went from one side to the other. Lost a little bit of control there. His count goes to 2-0. So leading on the scoreboard 4-1 here. And the pitch. Straight down the middle. It goes up to the center fielder. Gabriel White is out there, and he makes the catch. Backpedaling in center field. So great hit there by the batter. He sent one out to center field, but Gabriel White, our center fielder, took some steps back and made the out. Made the catch first, then made the out, of course. So that's the first out of the inning here for our Covington Reds as Josh Brown goes back to work. Woo! High and inside. And the count goes to 1-0 here. Of course, his teammates are going to yell where, but that fastball is not going to feel good if it touches those ribs. Count is 1-0. Josh delivers the next pitch, and that's a nice pitch right there on the corner. Evens out the count at 1-1. So there's one out here in the top of the third inning. Our Covington Reds 16U lead this score 4-1 over the Mansfield Mad Dogs. Pitch again, swung on a foul tip, and that'll take the count to 1-2. All right, so the count is 1-2 here on the batter. Top of the third inning, we lead by 3 runs, 4-1, and the pitch. Woo! Outside corner, low and outside. Didn't hit enough corner. Umpire didn't like it. He'll even up the count here at 2-2. Batter steps back in the batter's box, and Josh delivers. Oh, outside corner. Count goes to full at 3-2 here with one out in the top of the third inning. So look for a fastball to come here from Josh. He wasn't too happy with not getting those calls. Now the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped back into the glove. And unfortunately, Kurt wasn't able to catch it. Looked like it might have hit him in a different little spot, but count will stay full here at 3-2. Josh Brown goes back to work, and the pitch. Three outside corner pitches. Umpire didn't like none of them. Kurt turns around and asks him, where do we need to put it? Because that looked pretty doggone good to me as well. So with all that being said, the batter walks on down to first base. So now they got a runner on first base here, one out in the top of the third. We lead on the scoreboard by the count of 4-1. The pitch right there swung on and missed. Batter wasn't ready for it. He actually tried to pull out. And that's not going to work there against Josh. You got to stand there and fight fire with fire. Count is 0-1 here in the bottom of the – low and outside. Josh tried to get him to leap out there. He didn't do it, so the count will go even at 1-1. So we're at the top of the third. Sun's going down. Weather is beautiful here at Central Gwinnett. Ball is hit back to the second baseman. He gets the ball, tosses it over to the shortstop. Shortstop throws off. Hey! Heck of a job there, Wild Boys, as they turn once again another double play. Awesome exchange right there as they help their pitcher out. Phenomenal play by these young men. Covington Reds 16U, they have come to play today. You can't complain about that whatsoever. So that double play was started, hit to the second baseman. Second baseman was over there. I want to say that was Sage. Sage is on second. He tossed it over to I want to say that was J-Man. I'm going to get at you, J-Man. He tossed it over to Jarrell. And Jarrell gets the third out of the inning. And that double play will end the inning there for the Mansfield Mad Dogs as we'll make our way to the bottom of the third. All right, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We want to say thank you again for working with us. Sometimes when we're out here at these ballparks, the connectivity that we have to go through sometimes becomes an issue. Whenever we go to a field that has a netted fence, beautiful to watch the game through, but unfortunately not excellent as far as the camera being that close, because when it takes a direct hit, then we have to reset everything. So once again, I want to thank everybody for staying with us while we fix the IT issues that we're running into. Of course, we want to give you the best viewing spot possible, so we want to try to get it back up as soon as we can. But so far, a great game here at Central Gwinnett High School, where our Covington Reds 16U squad has taken the lead 4-1 here against the Mansfield Mad Dogs. We're going into the bottom of the third, and we'll have Devontae Hardiman stepping into the batter's box with number 5, Sage Lovelace, sitting on deck. We just turned a phenomenal double play there in the field. Always a thing of beauty whenever you see young men of this caliber be able to turn those double plays with such finesse. All right, Devontae steps into the batter's box here. First batter here of the bottom of the third inning for our Covington Reds. First pitch is high inside. Devontae watches that one go by, and he'll be ahead in the count 1-0. So as the sun goes down, it's hiding behind the clouds. We'll take that all day because now that makes a more pleasant condition to watch the game. Swung on and hit right back up the middle. So line drive by Devontae Hardiman as he gets the inning started off great. Nice pitch by the pitcher, but he put it right in Devontae Hardiman's sweet spot, and he made him pay right down the middle with a line drive. So our first batter of the inning gets on base with the single, and Sage Lovelace steps into the batter's box as we still lead this contest 4-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Devontae Hardiman takes a nice little lead off first base. Pitcher takes a peek over there at him, stays over there a long time, and then fires one over there. Nice shot there by the pitcher to try to get it over there, but Devontae makes it safe and sound. Once again, the score is 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. First batter of the inning, Devontae Hardiman got himself on with a line drive up the middle of the field. That ball is high, and Sage will start off the count ahead, 1-0. Devontae Hardiman sitting there on first base. Always a threat to steal. We'll see if he'll put that in motion before Sage puts it in motion. As the pitcher has a good guesstimation that Devontae has a possibility running, he tosses it over there to just try to keep Devontae honest on first base. Sage steps back into the batter's box. Count is 1-0 here on Sage. And the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped back to the backstop. Hit the netting. Okay. All right, so the pitcher goes back to work as he takes another peek over there at Devontae. Sage has the count even at 1-1 with no outs here in the top of the bottom of the third. Sage Lovelace pops one out to center field, and center fielder gets under it. So Sage put the nice bat to the ball. He got a piece, but it got hung up in there a little bit too much underneath it, and that'll be our first out of the inning. So now with one out here in the bottom of the third, Jarrell Martin steps into the batter's box with number 25, Tyson Maxey, sitting on deck. Pitcher takes a look over at Devontae again. Delivers the pitch. Ooh, nice pitch there. Hits the outside, high outside corner. And Jarrell will start off behind the count 0-1. Once again, we got Tyson Maxey sitting there on deck. Pitcher being mindful over Devontae over there. He hasn't really had a threat over there to steal. That's the outside corner. That was a little bit off the plate, so I can understand how that became a ball. Count will go to 1-1. All right, the Sun's trying to fight his way back into this ball game as it appears once again. Maybe that's a good sign for Jarrell. The sun comes out. Let's see if Jarrell comes out. Oh, that one's low inside. Great stop there by the catcher. Nice job. He missed. If he misses that ball, that goes to the backstop, and we get a base runner up, moving on down to second. So great stop by that hind catcher. Count goes to 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. We lead the contest by 3 runs, 4-1. As the pitcher throws over to first base, Devontae steps back over there. So he is definitely keeping Devontae off. As he has thrown over there no less than 3 times in this bat, or he did have a couple in the last batter. The pitch swung on and hit down the middle, goes to the shortstop. He steps on the base, 1-man double play, and he turns the double play, and that gets them out of the inning. So good job there by the shortstop as he turns his own double play by catching the ball and also delivering it over to first base. So Tyson didn't get up, Mr. Max. He didn't get up to the get it back because they just turned the double play. So he'll be the leadoff batter here as we make our way to the bottom of the inning. All right, as we make our way here into the top of the 4th inning here, our Mansfield oh shoot, did it fall? Swing and a miss there by the batter as Josh goes back to work. Count should be 1-2 as the ball is hit down to the second base. He gathers it up, tosses it over to first bat. And that'll be the first out of the inning as the runner goes tumbling. Let's make sure that young man's all right. Seems to be pretty athletic. Looks at his coach, gives him dap, and he seems to be okay. So we get our first out of the inning. What's up? All right, so it looked like Jarrell had to walk it off over there too. It was a semi-collision. I think the runner got the worst of that one, but Jarrell is still walking it off. So the umpire is going to give him a second to get his faculties back together. As looks like Jarrell walked it off, and it looks like they're going to make a sub for Jarrell as they'll move Sage back over to first base. All right, so we moved a couple of people around. You got Jarrell is out of the game, and you have Sage moving over to first base, and Riley comes back in and takes second base. Josh Brown goes back to work. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. Josh's first pitch to the second batter goes outside and low, and he'll fall behind in the count. 1-0. Nice pitch by Josh Brown as he evens up the count at 1-1. And the pitch. Batter fouls it back to the netting, and he'll be behind in the count 1-2. All right, and the pitch. Ooh, that one bounces back here to the dugout. I'm sorry, not the dugout, but the netting. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Fifth pitch here of the at-bat. Josh Brown swings, the batter swings. Rollins sits there, gabs it up, tosses it over to first, and we got him out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Nice routine play there made by Rylan Brown at second, Rylan McCoy at second base. Ball was put in play, but is considered a foul there. Josh throws it right down the middle. First pitch is fouled off by the batter. We're at the top of the fourth inning. Our Covington Reds 16 unit leads the game 4-1 here. Swing and a miss. He did swing, and that's going to be 2 strikes. So now the batter falls behind 0-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. Josh Brown goes back to work with some, oh my goodness, and he flies one into his own dugout. That could have been dangerous because it seemed like they ducked after the ball got over there. So I bet their heads be on the swivel now as he sends a shot into his own dugout. Count will stay 0-2 here in the top of the fourth inning. Josh Brown goes back to work trying to get that elusive third out, and the pitch. Swung on, hit down third base line, and goes foul. So the batter is definitely battling his way into this count. Does not want to go out like that. And the count will stay at 0-2. Batter sets back in. Josh peeks down the pipe, loads up, and delivers. Swung on, hit down to the shortstop. He grabs it up, fires it over to first base, and we get the third out of the inning. So J-Man is on his game as well as he comes in and makes the routine play. So that's 3 routine plays there by our infield, and they help their pitcher Josh Brown out. And we'll get a chance to come up here in the bottom of the fourth and start swinging the bats yet again. And we make our way to the bottom of the fourth. Main man Tyson Maxey steps into the batter's box with number 3, Caden Ferentz, sitting on deck. We lead the contest by 3 runs by the score of 4-1. And Tyson hit a whopping shot as he hits again. Right between that shortstop. He bobbles the ball. It would have been interesting. He has a gun over there to see if he's going to be able to make it. So once again, Tyson puts the ball in play and gets a single out of it. So Tyson having a great game here at the plate.
Let's go, boy.
All right. Caden Ferentz steps into the batter's box here as Tyson Maxey made his way down to first base. So we got our leadoff batter on base. It's always a good sign. Caden steps into the batter's box with his fan club on the sideline cheering for him. As Tyson takes a nice little lead off, pitcher decides to deliver. He hits one right back up. Pitcher throws around, throws it to second base, shortstop. Oh, that's Ty go to. Oh yeah, it was pretty close. It could have gone actually either way. Caden was booking down that base, so worst case scenario was Ty go to the runner, but it could have gone either way, and luckily it went the way of the Reds. So they did get the runner on second base. They tried to turn a double play. Unfortunately for them, Caden was on his horse and was able to get down to first base. We're back at the top of the order. J-Man steps up in there. If they remember closely, this guy put it all the way in left center to the fence. Better be careful with this young man because he is swinging the bat like it's a big old beach ball coming up to the plate. First pitch to Jaden is a ball. Okay, Ferentz takes a nice little lead off. The pitch is delivered. Swung on, foul tip back to the net. And that'll even up the count here at 1-1. There is one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They tried to turn the double play. It was extremely close, and we got the benefit of the doubt over there at first base. Oh. All right, so J-Man steps back into the batter's box. Caden Ferentz takes about 2 or 3 steps off of there first. The pitcher takes a peek over there at him. Lines up and delivers the pitch. Ooh, that was a nice pitch there by the pitcher as J-Man watched that one go by. And now he's behind in the count, 1-2. All right, so one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Very, very competitive game here, folks. Got a little wind here, blows that crazy dirt up every time it gets splattered here around home plate. Ooh-wee. That was a nasty pitch because I'm not mad at J-Man. It froze him for a little bit because it looked like it was not going to be on the plate. And so that'll be 2 outs here on our Covington Reds as it's a strikeout there by J-Man.
Let's go, Gabe.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Gabriel White steps into the batter's box with a man on first base. And the pitch. Swung on and hit down the third base line. He guys it up. He looked to go to third. And he gets thrown out at first. So good job by the third baseman. He was trying to throw it easy out and get the man out on second, but he tossed it over to first and was able to get there before Gabe did. So not a real hard inning there for Mansfield as they'll get back up to swing the bats as we head into the top of the 5th inning. All right, as we make our way to the top of the fifth inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound. Chris Ross steps up and takes the helm of the ship, and he'll, for the most part, finish this game out here for our Covington Reds. Pretty good game here for the championship game, as Mansfield Mad Dogs have been making their routine plays in the field as well. So we lead the contest 4-1 here in the top of the fifth, trying to maintain our lead here as Chris Ross takes over the helm. Batter steps into the batter's box, is the first batter of the inning, and Chris delivers the pitch. Ooh, low and outside. And Chris will start off behind in the count, 0-1. I mean, I'm sorry, 1-0. Another pitch, probably in the same location as the last pitch. Chris finds himself behind in the count, 2-0. And the pitch. 3 low balls here for Chris as he warms himself up. Count is 3-0. This is definitely take pitch if they are going by baseball rules. That one's high and outside as well. And so we'll walk the first batter. And now they have a man on first base here. Top of the fifth inning. They do have a pinch runner coming in for the catcher, I believe that just walked down to first base. So it looks like Kurt goes out there to have a conversation there with Chris, make sure they're on the same page when it comes to their signals. Coach Tay Lovelay is barking out instructions to his infield and outfield. They make the necessary adjustments needed for this next batter. So no outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Chris Ross, our new pitcher, walked the first batter, and he goes out to the second one. They turn for small ball as the ball goes up in the air. No. So they're having a conversation there with the
No, that's foul.
yeah, it was a foul ball. It was a foul ball. He didn't touch it. Heck of an effort, but he didn't touch it. So they're having a conversation with the coaches just to let them know. The umpire immediately called foul. Everybody just thought that since the runner was running down first base that it looked like it was good. It was a heck of an effort by Chris Ross. I'm going to tell you that, but he didn't make the catch, and he didn't touch the ball before it landed outside the baseline. So we'll reload. That'll be one strike here on the batter. So the count is 0-1. They do have a runner on first base. Chris steps back on the mound, takes a peek over there first base, tosses it over to Sage. Ooh, he grabbed him on the back of the foot, but that's not fast enough as the runner was able to dive back safe and sound. He tosses it back over there again. So one thing about Chris, once he gets a batter on, that kind of makes him step it up to another level. So I'm pretty sure you're going to see faster pitches come across the plate. He's definitely going to try to get that runner out. He tosses another one over to first base. Sage is locking it up over there, doing a good job. Count is 0-1 on the batter. So now when Chris is ready, he'll deliver down the pipe and the pitch. Ooh, that's a strike right down the middle as the batter showed bunt, but pulled it back. If you're going to get the bunt, you got to go ahead and go with it. But he pulled it back. Now it's 0-2 here on the batter and the pitch. Ooh, low and outside. Chris tried to get him to swing at that outside pitch to no avail. Count goes to 1-2. Chris goes back to work. He got him that time. Oh, it was close now. It seemed like there was some type of hesitation in there, but Chris Ross has an extremely fast pickoff move, and he was close on that one. Pitcher's count was 1-2. The count, ooh, that one's far inside. That'll even up the count at 2-2. No outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Our Reds lead the Mad Dogs 4-1. And the pitch. Batter decided not to be in there that long, decided to call timeout, backed out, and he regroups. Count is 2-2. Umpire holds up the stall side and the pitch. Woo! Low and outside. Didn't get the benefit of the doubt. Count goes full. No outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Man, there's some close calls over there at first base, but the runner definitely getting himself back there, so he is safe and sound over there at first base. Chris Ross trying to go at this batter. The count is full at 3-2. Strike gets hit down. Oh, J-Man gets out of position. He started heading over to second base. The ball is thrown. Oh, my goodness. And now, not quite sure what happened there. J-Man started breaking to his left towards the base. And not quite sure what was going on there, but he did break to that way. But he was looking to see if it was a hit. But it looks like, I don't know if it was a play call or something, but they caught us out of position on that one. And they ended up getting a double. So now they got runners in scoring position in second and third. All right, so Chris Ross, men in scoring position. They tossed the ball down to third base. Runner was able to get back there, so they're in scoring position here on second and third. No outs. Chris Ross goes back to work, so 2 balls and 1 strike. What you got?
I can't say that.
And the pitch. Swung on foul back to the netting, so the count is even at 2-2.
Was that a fielding error?
Fielding error? No, it's not a fielding error.
I can't say that he went there without saying that he just got a double.
Okay. Swung on, hit down to the shortstop. J-Man catches the ball, fires it over to first. Jay's catches the ball. That's our first out of the inning, but they do play the run. So hit and run there worked out pretty good there for the Mansfield Mad Dogs. And now they cross the scoreboard once again, and the score is 4-2 here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning.
Okay, he hit it where?
Hold on. He hit it to shortstop. J-Man.
He got out?
Yep, ball is low and outside. It's in the net. Thank you. Strike down the middle. That gives him a strike, so the count is 1-1 on the new batter. They have a man on third base now. Uh-oh, that one's bounced in, but good job by Kurt. They're able to stop that ball before it goes wild. Count goes to 2-1. What you got?
Okay.
The pitch. Ooh, that one goes behind the batter. Three balls, 1 strike here on the batter with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. They do have a man in scoring position on third base. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Chris cleans off the mound and delivers the pitch. Swung on, hit down to the second baseman. He grabs the ball, turns around, fire, and gets him out. So he gets the batter out on his first base, but they did play another run, so they are within 1 run here as the score is 4-3. Great job by Ryland as he was able to boogie to his left, snatch the ball up, do a spin move, and toss it over to Sage, and we get our second out of the inning. They did get the run, so now the score is 4-3 here. So Mansfield trying to fight back in this game. This game is not over, folks. This is the top of the 5th. Chris Ross is going back to work as there's a time call as they allow the umpire to get over down first base. So here comes the pitch. It's right down the middle, and
Some chant music.
that ball bounces to the backstop, so it count is 2-1 here on the batter. Score is 4-3. A lot closer than I'm pretty sure our Covington Reds wanted to be. And the pitch. Ooh, he ducked underneath that, but that didn't look like it was that near close. He made it look like it. So now the batter falls ahead of Chris here, 3-1. No, what happened?
The camera's messed up.
What's wrong with it?
Blur area, blocking out.
Is what now? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. So 2 outs. Ball's high inside, but he gets the batter to swing and miss, and he'll start off ahead in the count 0-1. 2 outs here with a man on first base. Chris Ross lows back again. Nice pitch there as he gets the batter to check swing. Count is 0-2, 2 outs. Huge pitch here, and the pitch comes right there. Swing and a miss. So Chris Ross flexes his muscles as he walks off. He walks off the diamond as now we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. So 3 straight strikes there by Chris, and he strikes out the last batter. So we'll head our way into the bottom of the 5th. Game a lot closer than it was before. Count being 4-3. Our Covington Reds are up by 1 run. All right, as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning, number 0, Kurt Campbell steps into the batter's box with number 7, Cameron Scott, sitting on deck. Game has become a lot closer than it was before as the Covington Reds still lead this contest 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kurt Campbell steps in the box. Oh, and he takes one, doggone it, the first pitch. He is like a magnet for getting hit by pitch. So he boogies on down to first base. And now Cameron Scott will step into the batter's box. Oh, he's not feeling. Tried to man up. Oh, there you go, playing around. Okay, Kurt, you better cut that out. All right, so Kurt Campbell gets hit by a pitch, heads on down to first base. Cameron Scott steps into the batter's box. Number 4, Devontae Hardiman finds himself in the batter's. On deck. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kurt Campbell takes a nice little lead. Pitcher takes a peek over there. Looks like he might go that direction. And he pitches down the pipe. Ooh, ball is hit foul back down the third base line. And Campbell start behind in the count 0-1. So Cam, not real happy with that bat, decides to use a different bat. Steps back into the batter's box. Kurt sitting there on first base here. No outs. Be nice to get a little cushion here for our Covington Reds. Ball's hit down in the middle of between the third and second base. So Cam switches up the bat and places a single between short and third base. So now we got a man on first and second here. It is the bottom of the 5th inning. We're trying to get a little cushion here by getting some runs across the plate. Devontae Hardiman steps into the batter's box and Sage Lovelace stays and sits on deck. And the pitch swung on right down third, shortstop. He did a great job on that one. Devontae did his job throwing away because he moved the runners over to second, third. He got put out there first. So nice play there by the shortstop as he was able to get the runner out on first. And so now there's one out here in the bottom of the fifth. So 2 runners here in scoring position on second and third as Sage Lovelace comes to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here for Jarrell Martin. And that's going to be, pinch hitter, Riley McCoy. Ball's fouled off by Sage. He'll start off behind the count 0-1. So score is 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Game's a lot tighter than it was before. Riley McCoy stands on deck as Sage Lovelace is in the batter's box behind in the count 0-1. The pitch. That's far outside. Great job by the catcher once again to be able to stop that ball from going to the wall. He doesn't make that catch, boy. We got another run coming in, so great job by the catcher. Count goes even here at 1-1. And the pitch. That one's bounced in there, so I'm telling you, that catcher is playing a heck of a position right there as he continues to stop that ball. Because one miss by that catcher, and we're going to head into It's 2-1 here. And the pitch. Once again, that's low and outside. Sage watches that one go by. And now Sage well ahead in the count 3-1. They do have a base open, so not a real horrible thing if they walk Sage right here. We do have Riley McCoy sitting there on deck. 3-1, but 1 out here in bottom of the 5th. Score 4-3. We up by 1. That's low and outside. Oh! So nice little race back to third base. Kirk Campbell's over there playing with fire over there. I thought that's 4. That's not 4 balls?
Oh my gosh.
How are we keep missing 4 balls? That was 4 balls. We got the count. It's the fifth ball. That's 5 balls. Come on, Blue. That was 5 balls, baby.
You're gonna make us work for it.
Jeez Louise. So Sage boogies on down to first after having to take 5 balls in order to get that walk. Riley McCoy steps into the batter's box. 1 out here. Bases are juiced here in the bottom of the 5th. We up by run. All we need is Ryan to put this bad boy into play so we can get a couple runs across the plate. Kirk Campbell sits on third. And the pitch. Ooh, that's high. Starts off the count, ahead in the count. Riley McCoy is 1-0. So nice position for Riley to be. A lot of field wide open. He does have a lot of RBI potential out there on the base path. 1 ball, no strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. Up by 1 run with the bases loaded. Okay. And the pitch. That's outside. So now Riley finds himself well ahead, 2-0. So pitcher having a little issue trying to find the strike zone as this catcher calls the time and boogies on out to have a conversation with him. After the brief conversation, Riley McCoy gets some instructions from his skipper, Tay Lovelace, and number 25, Tyson Maxey, is on deck. Rollins ahead in the count, 2-0, and the pitch. That's low and outside as well, so it seems like he continues to find that outside corner, just not enough to be called a strike, and the count goes to 3-0. So this is definitely a take pitch. So whatever time he wants to throw a pitch, this is the best time for the pitcher to throw a strike because we should be taking on this pitch. Let's see if he can put one down the middle because he gets a free pass on this one and the pitch. And that's exactly what – ooh. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to be on the faithful for Mansfield. That looked like that was a strike right there. But we'll take it. And Riley the boogie down to first base, and that'll walk a run in. Yeah, it was full count. Yep. So, coach not real excited, not real happy about that. He comes out there to argue on strikes and balls. Now, I would have to agree on that one. That was definitely inside and looked like it hit the corner. But, hey, we got to go with what the umpire says. So now Tyson Maxey will step into the batter's box. Dangerous batter. to step in the batter's box right now with bases juice. We did get a run because of that walk, and now we have a great opportunity to put some separation here as we up on the scoreboard by 2 with the score of 5-3. That pitch is high and inside. That's so Tyson starts off 1-0 here in the count. That pitcher had it going on for the last 2 innings. Kind of lost a little bit of control here, trying to get it back here as he's behind in the count 1-0. And the pitch, that one's right down the middle, so there's no question with that, as the Mad Dog faithful really like that pitch in that call. Count goes even 1-1 with it. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyson Max is just trying to find one of those pitches. That might be it, but it's fouled back to the. Oh, it actually stayed inside the ballpark. Yep, it hit the net and stayed in the field of play, but that'll take the count to 1-2. Count is 1-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Tyson Maxey caught that one a little late, popped it back to the fence. It did stay in the field of play, but just not in between the lines. All right, so big pitch here for the pitcher as well as Tyson as he's behind 1-2. Outside, high and outside. Now he's found the outside corner. I'm sorry, the fan faithful here of the Mad Dogs not real happy about that pitch, but they're trying to help their pitcher out because he's struggling to find the strike zone with the count being 2-2 with 1 out in the pitch. That's once again, he's just throwing high and outside. He's just hitting the same spot, and unfortunately, it is not catching that corner of that plate. So right now, huge pitch here for the Mad Dogs as the count is 3-2, 1 out, bases juiced, and the pitch. That one's high, and he walks in another batter, so we increase our lead by 3, 6-3. All right, so the score is 6-3 after the 2 walks with bases loaded. Caden Ferentz, great opportunity with the bases juice for him to really make something happen and get some separation here in this game. 1 out still here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up to the second baseman. He catches it. Everybody's safe and sound. He peeks around. Nobody moves. But Caden pops out to the second baseman. All right, so we make our way back to the top of the inning, and guess who's up? J-Man Jay Curry. He had a whopping shot to left center, so if they're not careful, it could be Katie bar the door. And the first pitch. Swung on and popped over the first baseman, but he gets it, and they get out of the inning. So great job by the pitcher to get himself out of that, and that'll end the inning for us. We did play 2 more runs, so we increased our lead to 3 with a score of 6-3. Chris, we're gonna have a conversation. Chris had a direct shot. I know, man. That's foul. That's real bad, Chris.
You got a good action shot.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I'm gonna have to do that in slow motion. Yeah. Okay. That dog. Uh-oh. That looks crazy, but we're gonna roll with that. All right, so after Chris gets a direct shot on the warm-up, he's back to live action. He's even with the count later on. He gives us a ball on that one. So this could quite possibly be the last inning if the Mansfield Mad Dogs don't catch up. Yeah, 12 points. The count is 2-2 here on the batter.
There you go. Keep on rushing. Keep on rushing. Be patient, boy.
So Chris walks the first batter of the inning.
Keep on rushing.
We reach the top of the sixth, and as the sun is almost behind the trees,
Come on right here,
not bothering us here in the stands, but it still has an effect here on the field.
Oh, you got a bat out there, Blue. You got a bat out here, Blue.
Time.
Can we get that bat?
Get that bat right there.
Sorry about that, Blue.
Make sure you're ready, son.
Chris throws a nice strike down the middle after the timeout. So the count is on 1. Chris has one that dies in the dirt. Kurt's able to grab it, pull it back up, and then the count stays even or goes to even at 1-1. No outs here. Chris hits the ball, fouls it back to the top of the net, but that'll make the count 1-2 here. Chris is ahead here on the count. So the batter stepped back and swung with all his might, trying to put it in play. And Chris goes back to work. Ooh, that was a little bit high. Evens the count up at 2-2. Runner is on first base after the first walk by Chris Ross. Counts even at 2-2. No outs here. Top of the 6th. That's a nice pitch right there. Catches that outside corner. So that's our first out of the inning. The Mansfield Mad Dog faithful not real happy with that pitch as Chris caught that outside corner. So now there's still a man on first base, 1 out here. They move back to the top of their order as the batter steps into the batter's box, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. This quite well could be the last inning if the Mansfield Mad Dogs don't make a move on the scoreboard. And the pitch. Strike right there as Chris throws one right down the pipe. And he'll start off ahead in the count 0-1. And the pitch. That's low. And the count goes even at 1-1. So when you step in that batter's box, you better be ready because Chris is bringing the pain. He tosses it back over to first base just to keep the runner at bay. That pitch is high and inside. Count goes to 2-1. And the pitch. Runner took a little bit lead. Kurt fires one down to first base. Sage makes the catch, but so the count is 3-1 here. And he walks down the base path. So the batter tries to clown a little bit with some of his friends on both teams. So the count 1 out here. Man on first and second. That first pitch. Kurt misses that one. The runners move over. We do get a strike call, but not sure what happened to that pitch. Like, it almost like Kurt didn't see that pitch. Not sure what happened. Was a miscommunication. Counts 0-1. The pitch. Outside corner evens up the count at 1-1. So there's one out here. Tying run is at the plate as the ball is fouled out to the first base line, and it goes foul. And now Chris finds himself ahead in the count, 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on, foul back to the foul back to the netting. All right, so the count is still 1-2 here on the batter. One out here in the top of the sixth inning. Chris goes back to work. Ooh. Opportunity there for the base runner, but he didn't take advantage of it. Didn't hop too far away. And I'm pretty sure Kurt would have had a more sense of to go out and get the ball. So now that'll take the count to even at 2-2. The pitch. Uh-oh, hit right back there. Oh, no. J-Man bumbles the ball. The runner's going to get in there, so they cut the lead to 2 runs. J-Man had a play that he definitely should have made. Routine play, at least to get one out. The runner would have been good, but now they got runners on the corner. So J-Man to get an error on that play. One out here, runners on the corner, first and third. Tying runs on first base. One out here. It just looks so it looks so good. It looked like a bog, but he got off the rubber. Ooh, that's a nice pitch. That one wasn't one. So he'll throw one straight down the middle. So basically, he got them off guard. Ooh, throws another one, but he doesn't get the call. The count goes even at 1-1. So one out here, runners on the corner. The tying runs on first base. Ooh, that was ball. As the ball is popped high into the air, Ryland sits underneath it. He finds it and catches the ball. Who said what? I don't know what he said. It was. And the pitch. Ooh, nice pitch there as he froze the batter. The count is 0-1 here. 2 outs here. Chris throws it over to Sage. He tosses it back. We keep the runner honest over there at first. Don't want him to get too much of a lead. They got the tying run there sitting. Ooh! As the runner goes through and scores the run. And so now the score is 5-6. That was a ball. That one bounced in there. The other runner boogied on the second base. So now we've made it a lot closer than it needed to be as the count is even with 1-1. 2 outs. All we need is one more out here to get out of this batter and the game. Batter is battling as he swings and fouls one back to the net. Count is 1-2 here. 2 outs here. They did get 2 runs across the plate. Routine play cost us here in this inning, but Chris can end all that right here. And the pitch. Good job by Chris. Didn't like everything he saw. Decided to take a break back up off the mound. And Chris gets an understanding of what the count is and delivers the pitch. Swing high and inside. Ryland, the batter, watches the ball go by. Count goes even at 2-2. 2 outs here. Hughes batter hit. Oh, lowered outside. Didn't get the call. Count goes full here with 2 outs here. Big pitch here, right here for both squads. And the pitch. Swung on. Hit to the second baseman. Ryland makes the other. Tosses over to first, and that's the ball game, folks. That should be the ball game, folks. Let's up. Yeah, so great job there by Ryland. He makes a great play. And that's That should be it, folks. I think both teams are lining up. So great job by Riley McCoy as he made 2 huge stops over there at second base. So great ball game we had here tonight, folks. 2 heavyweight teams went toe-to-toe. He's about to ask you something.
5-6.
Yeah. Final score of today's ball game, folks. Our Covington Reds win the championship game 6-5 over the Mansfield Mad Dogs. Great contest between 2 heavyweight teams. Both of them put on a good little show here for their fans. A lot of these players known each other for quite a long time through rec ball, all the way through travel ball, and great way to climax here in this championship ball game. We're way out here at Central Gwinnett High School, home of the Black Knights. We've had a great time. It was a beautiful showing of baseball. The weather cooperated with us, and we also want to thank you guys for tuning into our live broadcast. Once again, your Covington Reds win their division of the championship as they win the final game against their crosstown rival, the Mansfield Mad Dogs, by the score of 6-5. That's the ball game, folks. I think we will be out of action next week, but we'll be back in action in about 2 weeks. Definitely stay tuned to our Facebook pages. We'll give you all the updates of our next tournament. It's been fun. We had a lot of great times here with you guys, but we'll see you at the next pitch.